Which pawn do you push? White is winning here, but you have to make the correct decision. At first glance, it looks like because the H pawn is only one square from promoting that you should push it. But the problem here is that black actually has this bishop across the entire board, which is going to go ahead and capture that, and now we are no longer winning. This is just a draw. In fact, because of this bishop, we can't actually push any of our pawns because they could just capture them. So for right now, we actually have to wait and instead move our king. But now it's a question, where do we move our king? We can either run to d2 towards our pawns, or we can try to attack the bishop. Attacking the bishop seems more natural, but this is actually not a good move, because after black just drops over to g7, black still maintains control over the pawns, and as we try to run our king closer, black will do the same, and will eventually get to a position where we just cannot make any progress, and black move their bishop back and forth, and we simply cannot do anything. So the right move here is actually to run our king to d2 right away. Black will once again try to move their king over, and will eventually run our king all the way over to h6, and at this point it looks like we can't do anything because the bishop is still controlling this square. But here the winning move is pushing the g pawn anyways, completely sacrificing it because we can simply move our king over. And now what does black do here? They can't move their king here because then we can simply capture the bishop. If they try moving their bishop back to the corner, then we have pawn to f6, cutting off the connection, and now we can easily promote on the next move. In their strongest reply here, which is bishop backing up into h8, then we have pawn to f6 once again. King will try to move over. Now pawn to e5 here, pushing up. Black must try to stop those pawns, but now king to f7, we're going to run the corner, win the bishop, promote, and win the